Hello everybody, how's everyone doing? I'm Mega Kidares. Alright, today topic we are going to discuss about localizer, and the one thing is that we are going to discuss about simulate translator or localizer getting themselves shot in the foot. And the best thing of all, now that Amon Go had commented on it and it got to the attention of the Japanese people themselves, yeah, it seems to me that now Japan is now very fully aware of how Western audience are when it comes to Western translation, and that the Japanese people, not really the company yet, but it's more towards the Japanese audience themselves, are also very, very mad at how localizer or translator are trying to patronize or even putting their own propaganda or whatever they call their ideology or whatever thing into the manga or anime that the Japanese love so much, which means in a way, right, in one of the Japanese words, putting words into the mouth of the original creator, which they did not. Excuse me about that. But the thing is, right, Edmund Go was actually very shocked to learn at the translator that had done a terrible job for the Western side. Like initially, that it's such a simple thing, but for some reason the anime decided to make it very, very yabai. And the best of all, I was like, because I was watching Ref's statement, I was like looking at his statement. I'm sorry, wrong news. I was looking at his statement, and the one thing that got me a very funny thing is that Jamie Massey, the Localizer VA, whatever you want to call them, she wrote a statement that I'm the only one attacked. I have been attacked for like I didn't wrote. I'm gonna say she didn't wrote. Best of all, I wrote the line. I don't find it cringy. You do. That's fine. What else can you do? Well, so she doesn't write the line. She wrote the line. My advice to anyone who want to understand: rule number 1: be consistent when you are lying. I already say that when localizer trying to justify their action, like I put it in my video, like trying to justify their translation is very embarrassing. And the thing is, right, I myself have worked as a part-time translator in the past. Some translation are very, very simple. It's like some words you don't need too much explanation. You just say a few words and that's fine. I mean, like, so desu ne, I see, or even Naruto, oh, so desu ka. Like all these words you can say, I see, oh dear, is that so? Like, why do you have to go and add words that, like, is that really how it seems to be? Like, why are you making it complicated? Well, the thing is, right, what you guys have to understand, most of the localizer, I can't stand them myself, but I will just say one thing is that most of the localizer are university certified, which means that they are so-called smart people, right? They are considered smart people, and yet against it seems that they are creating the way some people come out with the line. It just amazed me that I myself just can't understand what did they even study for in the first place. So again, some people can't stop lying, some people can't thinking ridiculous, to the point that even Hero apparently that he just like got so much thing that that he has been covering that I'll put out his video called Localizer Corruption. Instead. So I'll put up this link for you guys to go and check them out. Hero I'll put that is for Hero. Take it with a pinch of salt because some of his take is just based on his opinion. Let's say in a way that does cover most of them, but at the same time I won't say that his all localizer are bad. I hope you guys can understand that they are trying to paint most localizer are bad, right? There are still, in a way, I believe, good localizer. So do not take it that every localizer are bad, because I don't think that's what I just don't think that's fair for most other people who actually do a decent job in Japan for the Japanese translation, because that's just what many people are mad about. And again, I don't think we should attack every localizer. Attack those that are corrupted, because corruption in translation has been it has been a thing ever since who know how long when, and I don't think it's right to attack every single one. So I hope that everyone who understand that who did a best job and a bad job, attack only those who did a bad job, because they should be out in the first place. But it's amazed me most of the time when those who did a bad job in the translation get to stay, while the good one just get out. So it pisses me off on that end, but we can't do anything about it, but only bring attention to the Japanese company themselves, the animation company. And the thing is, right, what you guys have to understand, what I'm going to discuss now may amaze you in a sense, is that the Japanese people don't care about the translation. Amazed? Well, here's a point for you guys. Just like how you guys who watch the English version don't understand Japanese, you guys won't go and watch the Japanese version just to not understand what a single thing, right? It's the same thing vice versa when the Japanese version got translated to the English version. They don't understand what the translation are. No one told them. No one explained to them. All they know is it is being translated and localized by the people of that country to be spread to that country. That's all they know. So with current technology, with Google Translation or the DL that translation or whatever, that have been getting better and better each year, with much more people learning the language itself, many people are now questioning the word of the localizer nowadays. And it's amazing that there is actually now on Twitter, there are people who actually go and dig those password and some of the words that have been done in the past that have poor translation. It's like people in the past already tried to call those bad translation out, they got no attention. And now it gotten so damn bad that now people are calling them out, that it had been finally brought to the attention of the Japanese people. And what caused that? AI. AI translation had been a thing lately, and that now that those bad translators realize that their job had been in a huge risk, are now making noise. But the thing is, right, many people are not going to defend them. And the thing is, right, a lot of people are saying like, why would people not defend them? Well, you see, when you do a good job on your end, there will be people defending you. There will be fans again helping you. Just like how many people don't really like not saying like not into it. There are people who are using AI as a tools, but they are not using AI for entertainment or for whatsoever. Like even when people say that there is a really like AI voice to do voice acting, or even AI voice to do VTubing, but in the Japanese there are fans who defend their seiyuu or voice actor or actresses so vigorously, even though AI can take over the job. Even when Hatsune Miku is just basically people using the tools to make music, and people are into it. But when VTuber became a thing, when a lot of people start using people think that VTuber is a thing, it doesn't mean that everyone wish the original people behind the voice to be replaced by AI. People will still take it as entertainment, just like how sometimes when people use AI as entertainment, they don't buy into the part where it's to them is like there is solo. It does, even if the AI did a great job, it doesn't mean anything. It just means that they prefer to support an actual human than the AI itself. But it's not that they are against AI. They fine with using AI as a tool. Now, and I have mentioned in my video before that the AI translation is meant to be used as a tool, which means that it should help to assist in the translation faster. It should be used to spread the word of the original source correctly, word to word, line to line. But it's still technically a tool. It still have to be used by a person. It doesn't mean they are eliminating translator job in the whole. It's just making their life easier. And now that people are now making a huge noise about it, the Japanese people became aware of it, and the Japanese audience, like it's also covered by a Japanese YouTube, which again is done by a goldfish for some reason. So Fukutai no Seikai Ji Koto News wa right now they are covering it, and you got quite a lot of people saying, like, a lot of people are actually mad about the translator, even by the Japanese people, that are actually saying that in the first place, is it alright for even the original animator studio or the original creator or author to sue them for it? It's like most of them are not very happy about the translation. They believe that in a way that some, like, even one person actually say it would be best to actually remove the bad translation only. They don't mind with some of the translation as long as they make sense, but if the translation is meant to bring up the propaganda or agenda of the person, yeah, and also, and in other words, putting word into the mouth of the original source, it would be best to remove those kind of people and let AI take over them. So the thing is, right, a lot of people saying, like, using other people's word to bring up your own ideology, they are mad at that. Like I mentioned, they're only mad at that. They are not against translation if they did a good job, but if the job is done poorly by the people, yeah, they have to be eliminated. They don't like such people in the first place. So in the first place, the one who bring up this whole damn thing, sorry, the wrong post again, Jamie Marshin, the one who brought up her own, like, trying to defend her own self. Yeah, it would be best if she get like, so-called understand what she had done wrong and rethink about the actual job of a localizer. Because the thing is, right, the Japanese people, right, they believe that when we give you a task, you do as what the task say. You don't add in new style, you don't add in new whatever. When they ask you for 1 + 1, you only answer 2. You don't add in 1 + 1. You go out nowhere, you get an apple, you get an orange, and it's still 1 and 1 because it's 1 apple and 1 orange. It doesn't mean 2 or whatever. You don't go and say that. I say that localizer have been trying to justify their reason. It is downright embarrassing. Is that 1 + 1, we want 2. We just want that 2. We are not like saying, oh, it's 1 orange, 1 apple, so it's equal to 1 orange, 1 apple. It's still 1, 1. It doesn't mean 2. Huh? What are you saying now? So the thing is, right, at the end of the day, when I went for the translation, it's words to words, line by line. And if the line doesn't make sense, I will make it in a way that is as close as possible to the source. That's what they want. But there are some people who just decide to add their own propaganda, their own story, their own whatsoever. And right now, it seems that many people are looking into many anime, past anime, which is a good thing for because to me it also help to bring awareness to some of the olden anime, which are a very good classic to watch, and it actually got many people to realize that it happened long ago. It doesn't happen in just like recent one. I mean, take Yu-Gi-Oh as an example. Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, these two have been one of the best example when you watch the English version versus Japanese version. I grew up watching the English version, but as I grew up, I decided to watch the Japanese version because the Japanese version is much more better. Why? The translation in the EN sometimes just doesn't make sense. So sometimes in when you think about how bad a translation can be that can turn people off, yeah, you have to read what caused the changes, and most of the time it's often the translation done by arrogance or ego too high people that you have to ask yourself, what were they thinking? At the end of the day, I myself just won't defend them. I won't defend the localizer, but I will just tell you guys one thing, that translation is not an easy job. Which is the reason why when they use the AI, I think it's a good way to improve on translation, because if I can use an AI to do translation, and then sometimes AI translation may not be the best way to go. Like some word in Japanese, right, can mean many things, like I mentioned. So if I find that is some words that is very iffy, I will read the source again and then I do the translation again. It'll be much more better. Which is the reason why I feel like translation should be by AI should be used as a tool. But if they're going to get replaced, that's all the bad translation and every is going to get replaced, I welcome that myself, because sometimes the English translation doesn't make sense. It does not in my eyes. And at the end of the day, I feel like everyone talking about it, just getting not to the point that the Japanese people are actually making a lot of noise about it. I'll put out this video, so if you guys want to check it out, you can check it out. Many people saying that even Google Translation having, or ChatGPT having some translation issue, but people are saying like AI at least is doing a better job than a human right now. They welcome it. So it's getting more and more ridiculous to the point that they are actually saying that the translation, if done by the right people, mean a good thing. Or maybe some, but it just amazed me at some people trying to defend themselves to the point that you realize that they have been doing a bad job for years. It's not one anime, not two anime, but for many different anime. And you have to sit down and ask yourself, how many anime have they destroyed the classic way? So to me, I'm not going to defend anyone. I'm not going to put up the scale up there. The only thing I will put up is an advice for all the localizer or translator, or whichever you want to call yourself. Rethink about what you are doing. If you don't understand Japanese, then don't be a translator. You can just say that the line don't speak Japanese. Like, what? It's your job to translate word to word, line by line. If you find it boring, ask them the line that, or change the line in a way that is still close to the source, but not adding new tools or weird stuff. Because when you make it so damn racist, so damn whatsoever, you have the question, what the hell? Which is the reason why sometimes translation just amaze me in the English version. At least to me, right? The fan translation is doing way better than the company translation. So, do I want to defend them? I'm not going to defend them. I would just say that as for right now, based on the full judgment by many people, it seems to me that people are judging that those bad localizer, I'm not going to say the good one, because I believe there is still translators who do a very good job or do lines that is at least do justice to the original source. At least we have to protect those good ones, okay? Don't go around and keep attacking every single one without knowing who is the good one, who is the bad one, okay? I believe there is good translator, just that they don't get her say much. Only attack, if you want to attack, understand that those bad need to be removed. That's what I believe. And if people say me, should I name a name? No, I'm not gonna name any name. If you go and press the decide thinking that I'm saying that we should all attack. Now the thing is, right, I believe we have to sit down first and do a better research on who did a bad job. I already covered one person already, and if she feel that she's being attacked and that she received bad trap, in a way, My advice to her, stop lying. Stop trying to defend yourself. Just do one thing and one thing only. Apologize. She have not done a proper apologize, and that's what I'm thinking that many people are attacking her. Because the thing is, right, I mean, like, anyone who is a WW fan will always hear a lot of word by the wrestler. You don't earn respect from people when you yourself don't respect other. So it seems to me that some of the localizers are not even respecting the original source. When you show no respect to the original source, why would people respect you? And now you're asking for people to not attack you and asking for people to respect you. You don't even deserve it. So now, if you really don't want to get attacked, apologize to the original source, apologize to everyone, and show the respect to everyone now. You don't just go full Karen. From what I look at the video, from how I look at her response, it just amazed me that how people are still not calling her a Karen. It just amazed me. But at the end of the day, you guys have to understand, this is me being serious. I don't really want to like make it as if it's a big thing. It's just that sometimes when people just don't understand what they are doing, it's best they need to sit down and rethink. And even I myself decided not to use the funny voice anymore because it's not funny anymore. It just doesn't seem funny anymore. And it's getting more and more ridiculous to the point that if it get to the attention of the Japanese people or the Japanese audience, yeah, you are now in deep trouble yourself. So I don't think the Japanese people are going to defend those kind of people anymore. Again, if you guys want to chat more onto this, just write in the comment below. I myself wish to put my hand off this topic, if possible. The next time I cover about this kind of topic will be probably what further update will be. Most likely will be which company or localizer will be out of. Probably that will be the topic I will hoping to cover. Even if there is more cases where people talk about it, I think I'll just leave it to other people to comment about it, because to me, right, losing job is not a funny thing. I understand that feeling, but when people are not doing a good job on their job, yeah, you deserve it. So in a way, I won't say that who is doing a good job or who is doing a bad job. At the end of the day, it's just some people just deserve to be have a reality check. And if they find that this reality is not fun, well, reality sucks. It's always been in this is how world have been running about. You either get replaced or you get good. That's all I feel about it. So anyway, comment below what you guys think about it. I know I don't really talk in this voice all the time, but I hope you guys can understand. I'm not trying to marbling or whatsoever. It's just that this is no longer funny. It's no longer to me, it's just getting more and more ridiculous. And it amazed me at how people who come up with such a thing, that sometimes is there even Karen or corrupted people in Localizer? I mean, like, looking at the recent case, right, some of that, the way they're trying to defend themselves, right, the excuse just doesn't make sense, because the proof is there. Even if I put up the skill, the skill is heavily against you. So the skill, the reason why I'm not putting it out here is it's a very rock bottom already for the against. The evidence is stacked way against the localizer or translator. There are good translators. I believe there are a lot of them, and we should be supporting them, or even give job to them to do the actual job. Not getting like to me getting people who don't even do a good job, and most of them, like when I apply for the job, one of the localizer have to say that they want people who are certified, university certified. And the question you have to ask yourself is like, they are so smart that they can't even do a proper job. So now that they are all being called out, I think most people have to look into their education and see why do they have that kind of translate. Are they really smart, or are they really holding true? Because I'm not an investigator, I'm not a journalist, I'm not whatsoever. I'm just a communicator. I'm just giving out evidence based on the proof or facts that have been posted out, as well as giving my idea, that things that I know. And at this point, right, I feel like everyone should be questioning the education of those translators or localizer before attacking them. If they are really smart, then you have to question the legit of the smart or the degree, the certified, all these things. If not, yeah, we have to sit down and ask, are they really doing a good job? And that question, or if you have the answer to it, or if you want to talk more about it, just write in the comment below. We'll discuss it further. If not, if you do like this kind of video, or if you like this voice, just press the like button and subscribe for more random chat, where hopefully next time I will talk about other trend or other topic, hopefully, because this topic is getting ridiculous to me. With that being said, hope you guys all have a nice day or night. Bye.